Today we will discuss about the control statements in Java. So what are considered the control statements? So first we will discuss about the what is statement. Statement is an expression, and in Java each and every expression must be ended with semicolon. And if I take the statements, in that mainly we are having the two types of statements we are having. That we are having the two types of statements. The first one is comes under the sequential statements, and second one is control statements. If you are taking the statements, in that we are having the two types, sequential statements and the control statements. Okay. In that what is comes under the sequential statements? The sequential statement is a statement and it will be executed one after the other. The sequential statement is a statement that must be executed one after the other. So that means in that you can take the one step after the another step. So that means in that if you are taking the a equal to 10. So this is one of the statement. A equal to a plus 1. Okay. Next, b is the same to a. So these are comes under the simple statements. These statements are executed one after the other. So this is the sequential statement. Okay, now come to our topic control statements. So in that we will discuss about the what is comes under the control statements. So if you take the control statement is a statement, it will be executed. The flow of execution. In that control statements we are having the flow of execution, or these statements are executed randomly. The control statements are executed randomly. So what are comes under these control statements? So in that control statements we are having the looping statements and the conditional statements. In the control statements we are having the two types, conditional and looping. Conditional means in that you can check the condition. If the condition is true, in that it will execute the sum of the statements. So these type of the statements are come from the conditional statements. And the looping statement means in that also it can execute the same statements repeatedly. Repeatedly you can execute the block of statements. These type of the statements are come from the looping statements. So if you are taking the control statement, the control statements are comes under the different types. Those types are come from the both conditional statements and the looping statements. The conditional statements are comes under the if and ternary operators, switch case statement, all are comes under the conditional statements. Looping means while, do while, for loop, and in that you can continue, break. All these are comes under the looping statements. So these are comes under the control statements. Okay, now we will discuss about the if statement. So what is comes under the if statement? The if statement is comes under the conditional statement. In that we can check the condition. If the condition is true, it will execute the some block of statements. First we will discuss about the what is comes under the syntax of the if statement. The syntax is if test expression or if condition statements. Next, statement X. So this is the syntax. If test expression or condition, and you can take the statement. So the statement means in that this is the block of if statement. So this is a single statement or block of statements. If the condition is true, it will execute the statements. After that, it will come to the statement X. If the condition is false, the cursor control comes directly to the statement X. So these can be represented diagrammatically. Test expression. If the expression is true, we will execute the sum of the statements. See the sum of the input you are passing. If the expression is true, it will become under the statement. After completion of this one, it will go to the statement X. Then it will come to the statement X, and then it will go to the what is the next statement you are having. So this will come to the syntactically you can represent this one. Okay. Now we will discuss about the what is the process you want to do. Okay. If the statement is true, in that it will be executed. If the statement is false, it will directly come to this statement. The statement X is directly executed. Okay, now we will discuss about the one simple example for this one. Now we can write a simple program for this. That means we will take one number and we can check that the number is a positive. In that, you can take the process of class if remove public static void main string int n equal to 10. If n greater than 0, you can simply print the message. System.out.println So this is the sample program. In that, you can take a class if demo public static variable string arguments. In that, you can take the n int n equal 10. If n greater than 0, you can print the given number is positive. So this is the sample program for the if statement. Next, we will discuss about the if else statement. The if else statement means in that you can check the condition. If the condition is true, it will execute the true block. If the condition is false, it will go to the else block. That means in that you are having the two blocks, if block and the else block. If the condition is true, it will execute the if block. If the condition is false, it will execute the else block. The syntax of this one is if test expression if block statements else will execute the else block statements. After that, you can execute the statement else. So in that, if the test expression is true, it will execute the if block statements. If the condition is test expression is false, it will come to the else block, and in that it will execute the else block. After completion of this one, then it will execute the statement X. Syntactically you can represent